The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now. A video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Grey Maniacs gather. Let's go for this last of the short stacks in the on my shelves. Alright, I've got Year of the Villain Hell Arisen, number 3. I can't remember, this is A-OK, I think. I didn't buy it myself. I can't remember who sent it to me now. Oh no, I think I got these as a prize winning, that's right. I won these as a prize from Triple G Comics. And this is like all the keys related to did I show this in the last video as well? Have I got 2 of these? Oh no. Oh no, yeah, kind of. Yeah, one's a what do you call it? A virgin variant or a less trade dress variant. So I've got 2 of those. Okay. Yeah. So I think this might be her first appearance or something like that. But then I think this is supposed to be her first appearance. And is this the one that's her cameo where you can just see her ear or something crazy like that? I don't know. Well, I know I got those as a prize from Triple G Comics. Thank you, Triple G. One day they'll get my non-existent kids through college. I'm guessing she's in that one as well. These bits of wood come from oh gosh, I can't remember his name all of a sudden. Bake the Snake. Because Life with 2 YouTubers bought me one of his boxes as an AOK because she's a lovely lady. Some of them are in different places, but these are some that are still from the AOK. So Unearth. I doubt they ever got anywhere. I don't know. Come on, haven't they got a TV show yet? Come on, give them a TV show. Let's make that pop. Punisher number 1, which is originally worth $15. $15. Probably isn't worth that now. Ultimate Fallout number 1. That's not the good one. I think it's number 4, isn't it? The one that everyone's raving about because it's got Miles Morales. I keep wanting to say Miles Morales. Miles Molasses. No. Alright, a random Flash. An old Punisher. I've actually sold out all my Punishers. I thought I had this one actually at one point, but I'll keep it now because it's part of an AOK. And Grey Man, you've been AOK'd. And this is Amazing Spider-Man 800. Virgin variant by Tyler Kirkham, originally valued at $50, but probably worth $5 now. I don't know. I've not looked. I just know how these things go. Right, what's in this pile then? Okay, we got some Justice League from the New 52. Right, number 1. Number 2. Well, Justice League's not going well there, is it? Batman and Superman are fighting. Green Lantern's trying to stop Superman from killing Batman, which he could do extremely easily. Dark Side. Starting in this issue, Shazam! I think he was a backup. I think he had a backup story. Will Green Arrow join the Justice League? Was this mimicking the original Justice League? Because Green Lantern joined in. So Green Arrow joined a bit later on that as well, didn't he? I wonder if it was around the same issue number. Might have been a bit earlier in the issue numbers, I'm not too sure. Number 10. People looking dead. There's an Arkham City advert on the back. Yeah. Wonder Woman and Superman are lovers. This is confusing because this is New 52. Wonder Woman and Superman are lovers, but in a Superman title, he's portrayed as a lot younger than the full grown. He's like a not quite Superboy, but you know, and he's yeah. New 52, bit confusing. As if comic books weren't confusing. Comic books are confusing. Right, and this was the last one I bothered to get, number 14. So January 2013 was the last one that I got. That's strange, because I'm sure that in other titles I've collected it till later than that. Surely some of the other titles I've collected for a few more months. Strange. Right, so piece of paper, DC relaunch, new titles released 2011. This is from my comic book shop at the time, Ace Comics in Southend. That was all the titles that came out that month. Right, also in the New 52, Justice League International. We've got Fire, Green Lantern, Booster Gold, Godiva from Britain, the August General in in Iron. What's that Jade for? August General in Iron from China. Maybe because Jade is sitting. No, that's Fire, isn't it? Not Jade. I guess I think that's Fire. A Red Rocket. Oh, and Ice is alive again. Yeah. You're never too sure. And Vixen, of course. Vixen is there as well. Right. Enter the Signal Men. Batman makes an appearance. At the mercy of Paraxus. Last Stand. After triumph, there will come tragedy. In their darkest hour, Booster Gold stands alone. The old super heroine with or super villain uses their hair as a weapon. It's kind of weird. The hair as a weapon thing is quite odd. There's Medusa, is it, from the Inhumans? You got Godiva from the Global Guardians originally, and who's the Powerpuff Girls had a super villain. What was her name? Seducer? I think she was called Seducer. Like a mixture of Medusa and Seducer, because she uses her seductive wiles. I think she was called Seducer. And she had hair that was, you know, able to grab people and beat people up, kind of thing. I can't think of. There's never a male with hair powers. I can't say it's a power I particularly want. Ooh, my hair's gonna grab you. My hair ain't long enough for a start. It'd be a bugger to comb, wouldn't it? But I suppose if that's you've got a superpower, you never have to comb it. If you've got a superpower to control your hair to that degree, you know, you just whatever. Right. And here's annual number 1. I do believe we have some OMAC action. I didn't remember buying these ones. Well, this one I only got up to October 2012. So did it end after 12 issues? Did this one end after 12 issues? Let's have a quick look. It says that this one, not the end. Don't miss the JLI annual. Then I guess that is the end after the JLI annual. I'm guessing because there was a 0 month for that come next. Yeah, and this was continued in Justice League. So yeah, that title only lasted the year. Right, and if that was not enough Justice League for you, we got Justice League Dark. This is a run I vaguely considered finishing up because I didn't get them all. I don't know if there's some keys in it now. I think there might be some keys. I don't know if I've got any of the keys here. I think it got quite popular. Madame Xanadu, John Constantine, is that Zatanna, Dead Man, the Enchantress. I'm not too sure that is. Oh, that's like Shade the Changing Man there, because you can see the swirly weird costume. So there's a Justice League Dark for you. I'm not sure if I think that's the Enchantress. I'm not sure if she's part of the team or a bad guy. Looking at her manic face there, she looks like she could be a baddie. Zatanna, Constantine, Burning Witches. It looks like they are fighting the Enchantress. I didn't like the fact Constantine was suddenly turned into a superhero. It's like, come on, it's not really, don't really suit him. After years of being a blinking, you know, in his own Vertigo universe, being more gritty and, you know, realistic, to suddenly be casting spells like they're going out of fashion. Dead Man battles for the soul of a witch, but at what cost? Yeah, so that is Enchantress, isn't it? Because it's well, what is the name of the woman inside? I can't remember what her name is. The Enchantress's alter ego. Is it Eve? I can't remember now. I think I'm confusing her with Nightshade now. I read a was she in Adventure or was she in? I think she was in. Or was it Old Strange Adventures? I can't remember. I think it might be Strange Adventures. I read one of her in one of her early appearances, in the old sort of Silver Age kind of style, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. It was like an upside down of the typical tropes of, you know, superheroes keeping their identity secret from their girlfriends, you know, and it was obviously she had a fella she was hot on, and she had to keep her identity secret from him, kind of thing. It was just like a reversal of those typical tropes, and I find it most amusing. So I wouldn't mind getting some more of those at some point. Against an Ancient Evil, Rise of the Vampires. Right, and that crossed over with I, Vampire, which started as part of the New 52. So I've got the crossover, I, Vampire. Surprised he got another run, to be honest, I, Vampire, but I suppose vampires are quite interesting. People like vampires, so okay. Because he was originally from is it House of Mystery that he suddenly got a run in? I'm not too sure how long this run went for. I think it went into the 20s, like maybe 23, something like that. And I don't have them all. Black Orchid's part of the team. The I, Vampire guy is part of the team by the looks of it. Unless that's meant to be Jason Blood. It could be Jason Blood. Thinking about it. He's got the white... Oh, is that an enemy at the top there? Dare they enter the House of Mystery? Wasn't it not Winter's Mansion that they took over? Winter House, Baron Winter's house. I don't think it was actual House of Mystery, was it? I thought it was Baron Winter's house, or was that in the TV show? But Baron Winter's from Night Force, who were kind of like, for me, the precursor of the Justice League Dark, non-powered precursor. He was machinations to try and stop supernatural terrors from success, basically, but he was mostly manipulating non-powered people to sort of work as his agents. Yeah, I kind of like gone off John Constantine since they turned him into a superhero. And it's like they kind of made him into a bloody well Wolverine. They put him in too much crap, and they're making that he's the bloody focus for everything, and he wins every. You know, if he's not there, they don't win, kind of thing. I think they've Wolverined him. They've totally Wolverined him at this point. The Books of Magic in the Hands of Nick Necro. Whatever happened to Timothy Hunter from the original Books of Magic anyway? I don't know what they did with him. So that was the Zero, that was the Annual. Armageddon is here. In that case, Armageddon out of here. Dad joke. How many dad jokes can I get into this video? Right, and this is the last couple that I've got. Prisoners of the House of... Oh, actually, there's a few in there. Let's open it out. Only a couple. Prisoners of the House of Mystery. Okay, so the House of Mystery was residing in the dream realm, wasn't it? Kane was the horror host of the House of Mystery in the dreamlands of Morpheus's dreamlands. Yeah, because I thought it was Winter's house because they could teleport anywhere from Winter's mansion, Baron Winter's mansion. I think that's so Immortal No More. I'm guessing that's got to be Madame Xanadu. Madame Xanadu's been aged. I'm surprised I haven't got the rest of the I didn't get the rest of the run because I like Madame Xanadu, so I would like to know what happened in the rest of that story. Right, a random booster gold. Vaguely thought about trying to collect this one at some point, and I'm happy to pick up the 1 million. Booster gold 1 million. Who is Peter Platinum? Well, these I got in a lot for the hopes of selling on, but I just liked them. I thought I'm going to keep these. It doesn't come out very well on the video, but they all sort of stand out, and there's sort of super crazy, funky 3D action, and it's like, wow, man, far out. There's some clever crap they can do with covers nowadays. There's like 3 or 4 layers of stuff. You can see the birds in front of the hands, and you can see the birds behind, and they've got their own layer. And then below behind that, you can see the buildings, whatever there are. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff, man. Even the advert on the back of the comic is got that 3D effect as well. It's Batman in the snow, and you can see the layers. I'll show that to you. You can't tell, but you can't see the actual 3D effect on film. You need your eyes. You need your eyes to see. If your eyes are not seeing, you cannot be believing. You cannot grasp the concept. Well, you probably can grasp the concept, but you can't see it because the camera eye does not allow it. Right, we've got a New 52 Detective Comics run. Let's go through these with no comment, really. Batman, Penguin, only one controls Gotham. When it comes to a fist fight, Batman's going to win every time. Oh, these scarecrow people, false faces from the mask of Black Mask Society. Alright, here we got some Night of the Owls. I think it was New 52 when the Court of the Owls storyline started, or was that in the Batman issues rather than the detective issues? But there's a couple of keys in those early New 52s now. A lot of people like the Court of Owls story. I wasn't a fan of it. Right, number 10. 11. Nuclear Nightmare. Zero. Batman beaten by the Black Mask. Roman Sionis. Sionis? That's Black Mask's real name. That was the annual, that one I just read there. Number 13. The time of the Penguin is now. We know that lady, don't we? She's trouble. She's bad news. Death of the Family, isn't it? Yeah, Death of the Family, number 15. I think he's getting some Joker gas. $80-page spectacular, number 19. I think some of these I got after I stopped collecting. Yeah, because he went from 16 to 9. 16 was the last one I actually got, I think, in March 2013, and then I happened to pick up a few later on that just came in, and I just saw them, or I got them in a lot or something like that. So 19, 20, and then last for this is 24. Yeah, I'd stopped enjoying my comic books around that time, and stopped getting them basically. For, wow, it was 5 years. I was 5 years without buying a comic book, I think, before I came back to them. Oh, right. Hi, my awesome friend. Hi, my friend. Awesome looking covers on all of them books. Oh crap, I'm not watching the video. I'm sending you some books. Lol, haha, hee hee. Sorry it took so long to send you these books. I hope some of them will find you in your runs. I hope some of them will fill you in your runs. I threw in some extra books for you. Hope you like them. If you already have them, then you can sell them or trade them and get what you need. Peace, my friend, and have a great day. Those are the kind words of Rayman the Silencer Man, who sent me possibly the biggest AOK I ever got. No, actually, maybe Man Cave's AOK was bigger. He sent me a load of stuff. Very kind. And it's not the size of the AOK anyway, is it? It's just the fact, I don't know why I got into that. It's just the fact that he sent me an AOK is the thing that's important, you know what I mean? The fact that someone likes you enough and likes your channel enough to send you some stuff, it's awesome. Alright, I haven't looked at these for a while. I've read them all, but I've not, I haven't gone through them for a bit, so I don't remember them all. So Weird Wonder Tales, first of all. That was quite cool. A Dr. Druid story that I'd never seen before. Fury, Nick Fury, Marvel Spotlight. Dark Horse Comics, number 1. Number 3. It's a good Predator cover, that one, isn't it? Number 3. I might use these for cover slingers today. In fact, I think I will. Number 5. Dark Shadows, number 1. And number 3. The Amazing Spider-Man 541. Punisher War Journal number 7. Face-off between Punisher and Wolverine. Star-Spangled War Stories featuring the Unknown Soldier. You saved my life, Heinrich, but now it's my duty to kill you. That's the Unknown Soldier when he's not got his bandages on. Here's 194. On the count of 3, kill the traitor! There's a little note here saying 1975, 184, double cover. Oh, that was the other one. Let's have a quick look. Why, it's got a double cover on it! Look at that beauty! Ah, yeah. That's a little bit of an oddity, but they're always fun to see, aren't they? I need to go through my Fantastic Fours, because I know that I've got a double cover on one of my Fantastic Fours, but the inside cover is upside down. It's crazy. Right, number 195, Star-Spangled War Stories with the Unknown Soldier. Great covers. Is it Kubert? Most of these are Kubert. Yeah, most of them are Kubert. He doesn't do a bad cover. And Fighting Forces, Our Fighting Forces, featuring the Losers. We did it, Losers. We surprised them. Captain Storm, Johnny Cloud, Gunner and Sarge. I was going to say I thought there was a British character called Johnny Cloud in the UK comics, but I think he was called Johnny Red, actually, thinking about it. Not to be confused with Johnny Reb, who I think is somebody else. Men of War, Gravediggers, first full-length novel. The Deadly Danger of a Milk Run. There he is, standing off against the blinking plane. Number 14. 2 battle stars in 1 mag. Gravedigger and Enemy Ace. Gravedigger alone amidst the swirling sands of death. This is quite an unusual take, Gravedigger, because he was like a black soldier. He didn't have that many, black characters in many comic books. Well, you got your few, but not in any war one. I think he's the only war-based black character that I can think of. Then they were kind of interesting. Different take on it, because he was obviously, I think there was obviously racism in there as well. So he's not only is he fighting the Germans, but he's also suffering from, the disrespect of his countrymen who he's supposed to be fighting with alongside. I've done it. I've buried the Gravedigger alive. The mark of the Gravedigger. Yeah, I think he was didn't like being buried alive, and he's come back for his revenge. Codename Gravedigger. So I've got quite a few of these Men of War Gravedigger. It's cool. Like Sergeant Rock. Buy me some time. I think I might have had that one as a kid, actually. That looks very familiar. And I think I sold it, and so it's good to get it back. Everyone needs one of these. Everyone needs 4 or 5 of these in their collection. One day it's going to get really big. It'll be worth loads of money. Right. What they need to do, they need to find a character who first appeared in the first issue of that X-Men run. A minor character that no one's even thinks of much. And then somehow make them into a giant character. Give them a super story run and give them their own book and give them a film, and then all them copies of X-Men will be worth $2 instead of $1. That would be cool. Right, some random Swamp Things. I've got all the I'm not even in order. That's number 70. I don't know, there's 57. 57. I don't think any of these are worth anything. 70. You see these going quite cheap. I'm kind of tempted, but it's like, no, I'm not going to be able to get a run. There's so many of them. 85. I mean, I love this Swamp Thing run. I've got them. I've had them in trades for years. I've had the trades for absolutely donkey's years. All right, they're not even. That says 41, 42. Just like every now and again, I'll pick one up. Basically, I'll see it and I'll have like 50p been or something, and I'll pick it up. 44, 45. This is a cool one. This is one they kind of Winchester House, is it? But it was like a take on Winchester House, like a haunted house that it was like Alan Moore sort of used that haunted house thing, the house that was never finished, the house that was constantly being built forever, like adding new rooms and wings and so forever and ever, and he kind of turned that into a story, and it's haunted by everything that was ever killed by that gun kind of thing. It was quite a cool story. These aren't even in order, they're just all making over the shop. Number 87. Really rough 93. And massive jump. Mark Miller is in charge. Is that Bisley or Fabry? I think it's Bisley. I can't see it saying the Biz anywhere. It looks like Bisley's work. Yeah, anyway, massive jump. That was number 148. So yeah, never going to get that run. But I've got all the good ones in trades. Right, and I've got a few runs of Swamp Thing in here. Later Swamp Thing stuff. Well, at least one anyway, maybe two. Starting off with Swamp Thing when he and his daughter and what's her name? What's his girlfriend's name? Arcane, something Arcane. What was her first name? Abby Arcane. They had the daughter Tefe, and this is her story. So she looks human, but she's got plant powers. So I suppose in a way she's like Poison Ivy in a way. And I think she does go a bit bad actually eventually. I can't remember if it's in this run, but I'm sure later on she goes a bit wild nature. A longer run than I remember it. Number 9. 10. There's Constantine sticking his nose in as always. I think that's Glenn Fabry. These are cool. Yeah, it says in the bottom there, Glenn Fabry. I recognised it before I read it, I promise you. Red Harvest Part 2. There's a quite cool Norwegian thrash band called Red Harvest. Eventually became an industrial metal band. I saw them on tour with Cadaver at the Walthamstow Royal Standard way back in, I don't know, 92 or something like that. Anyway, you didn't need to know that, did you? Red Harvest Part 6. Right, a few more to go in that run. Still, it's been so long since I read them. But what year was these? 01. 21 years ago. Oh, bloody 21 years ago! I wish I'd stopped looking at time and realising how much of it has gone past. That way lies madness. Never think of the past. Nostalgia will kill you every time. Realising what an old git you are will crush your already weak psyche. Right, so anyway, enough of my positivity. Right, we've got another Swamp Thing run here. This is a later Swamp Thing run. It's a classic game. I've clocked this game about 2 times, I think. Soul Reaver 2. It's a cool game. Right, Andy Diggle. This is from 2004. Earth's elemental returns to his roots. I think they kind of returned to the horror kind of take on it as well, to a certain extent. Psycho bitch, the t-shirt says. I'm guessing that's Tefe. Could be wrong. I guess she was artificially aged because she was only a baby, wasn't she? So how did she suddenly get to be a grown woman? And I think she was aloof from humanity, kind of thing. So look at what it says. I think it says like, it says Corb 04 and then A Olivetti. I guess that Corbin, isn't it? Something Corbin. He does lots of. Yeah, he did the Barbarian comics, didn't he? Oh, Richard Corbin actually says on the cover there. Richard Corbin. Yeah, I think he died a couple of years ago, didn't he? He did a lot of heavy metal work, didn't he? From the magazine Heavy Metal. He did that bare ass naked barbarian who used to run around with his Johnson flapping around. I'm Americanising that up for you. We don't really say Johnson in the UK. I would have said cock. But you didn't need to hear that, really, did you? But whatever. You never know what you're going to get on my channel. I'm just giving you slang words for penis now because, you know, why not? Anyway, it's too late now. I've said it. I can't go back. I'm not going to go back and delete what I've said because screw that noise. It's true. It was a character who used to run around in the nuddy, killing things and shagging women. Can't remember what he was called though, but he was a barbarian. It's a silly name like Eric. No, I'm sure it wasn't Eric, but it wasn't the. It seemed like a fairly normal name. Oh, I can't remember now though. Screw it. That's John Constantine again, I'm guessing. He finds a smile filled with innocence, and it terrifies him. Alright, nearly at the end now, nearly at the end. This is cool. I've got to dig out one more comic for cover slingers, and I've got to go to my girlfriend's. 17. So I've got to put these comics away. I awoke to the critical gospel of unrelenting corporate truth. Right, this one's called The Holland Mind. So this is inside the mind of Alec Holland, the Swamp Thing's conscience kind of thing. I can't say it's his host body because there's nothing left of Alec Holland. He's just a plant with the brain, with the mind, the thoughts of Alec Holland, isn't he? That was discovered at some point. The Bleeding we're on now. I think this is when I'm not sure if it's here, the Bleeding, but I think it's the introduction. You know, Swamp Thing controls the green. I think there's something called the red, which is where the animal life is spectrum, which like, I think Vixen taps into it, Buana Beast taps into it, Animal Man taps into it, and I think this was like a war between the green and the red. I think this could be, I could be mistaking it, but I know there is something called the red. I'm not sure if it was introduced originally in this Swamp Thing run or in the Animal Man, possibly. Right, this is the very, very, very last lot from this pile. Big shout out to Rayman for the awesome AOK that I showed on it. That's definitely Lovecraftian. Look at that. That's an ancient old one if ever I saw one. A deep one. Sorry, that's more of a deep one. But anyway. The prison tree. Nasty. Don't play with that plant. It's not a plant that looks like a hand. It is a hand. Steer clear, boys. Cool cover. Right, this is the last one, number 29. Eric Powell cover from 2006. Yeah. Farewell to Swamp Thing. And there he is, wandering off into the swamp. What's his famous line? If I could cry, I would. Something like that. From his first appearance. Anyway, hope none of you crying over my rubbish. Over my over-mentioning of the male anatomy for some bizarre reason. For any of my dad jokes or anything like that. Or crying because it's near the end of my series of comics. I think I've got, after this one, I've got 6 more stacks to go through, and that's it. Comic content done. No, well, I'll be doing hauls and I'll be doing cover slinger still. That'll be it. No point going through my comic book boxes for a third time. That would be ridiculous. Yeah. Cheers for watching. Until next time, have a great, amazing day, and may all your news be good news. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.